Here are my top 5 law firm marketing tips, and the last one is the juiciest. Hi, I'm Ryan Gray from Law Firm Marketing Hub, and let's get into it. Tip number 1 is to think long term. No long-term success ever came out of short-term thinking. It just doesn't happen. I've had to learn this the hard way in my own life. I've always been, chasing that short-term win. Look, if I invest now, I want to get a return now. But the real leverage has come in my business, in our clients' businesses, when they start thinking long-term. And that means investing now for a return later. Now, that isn't always easy to do. So what I recommend is you couple your long-term strategies with some short-term strategies. What can you invest in now to get a shorter return? That will then fund your longer-term marketing to extend that out and give you leverage over a longer time horizon. The second thing is to focus on conversion. Now, this is the one thing that all big businesses have in common. They have a conversion system to take leads from just about any source and turn them into clients. How do you do that? It's multifaceted. It's not as hard as you think though, but if you don't control it, then you certainly can't scale. The one thing needed for scale in any law firm is your own conversion system. So once you have control of your ability to take leads at any stage, whether they're warm or hot, push them through your conversion system, then you essentially have a license to print money. The third tip is that video content is your best friend. We live in a world of fast-paced, high entertainment, social media consumerism. So in order to compete, if you can create video, then you're well ahead of your competition. Bigger brands tend not to do it because they have to control their brand, they have to control everything, they have to control the personality, and that's fine. But this also helps you as a smaller practice. Maybe you're doing 5 to 10 million instead of a billion. You have the opportunity to create short and long form content. You can pull the short snippets out of your long form quality content and push that out over social media, push that out on places like YouTube, because all the social platforms copy each other. They all want video right now. So using video content to reach your target market is going to be incredibly effective. In fact, we actually recommend our clients produce 3 to 5 pieces of video content a week and put that out onto social media. This gives you additional reach. It helps with your conversion. It lets people binge on your personality, on your expertise, on really finding out who you are as a firm, as a personality. So the challenge with content is consistency. If you can be consistent, you will win the content game. Those who win long-term are the ones who produce content consistently. It helps in just about every area of your marketing, and it really shows that you know what you're doing and your expertise. Fourth thing is use LinkedIn. Now, who hangs out on LinkedIn? It's mostly business people, business owners, or people interested in business. Now, these tend to be a bit of a higher caliber set of people. And do business people make some bad decisions and might need maybe a criminal lawyer? Or, do they separate and divorce? Or do they buy properties and need legal advice and assistance there? Of course they do. You're just tapping into a higher quality market of people. And the good thing is content works really well on LinkedIn. It's still geared towards producing and distributing your content. And this last one is possibly the most powerful of all of them. If you can jump on a trend or a newsworthy story, then you've got some serious leverage. Now, I'm reminded of a lawyer that I follow. I follow a few, obviously, but this guy, he was commenting on the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard legal case in the US. Now, he's from Australia, so he isn't even in the same legal system and doesn't even have the same understanding in the US as he would here. But simply his commenting, it created a level of interest that really drew you in. And so he would unpack parts of the story, he would unpack parts of the case, he would show little clips, and he grew his following by thousands and thousands of followers. And he's burned into my mind as a criminal lawyer. Now, he's not in my state, so I can't use him specifically, But you get the idea that by being trendy and by being on topic and by commenting on something that people are incredibly interested in, it sets you up as the expert. Even if that's not necessarily your specific area of law, you can comment on things that are cross-related. So that should arm you with a few good tips on how to market your law firm. And if you'd like a hand, please reach out. I'll see you in the next video.